Hey Divas and Gents, I'm coming to you with my monthly swap with Natalie, who has put some bling on it here on YouTube. This is what we normally do, jewelry and embellishments for those of you that continue to follow us every month. This time we decided to do the embellishments, but not jewelry. We decided to go ahead and alter a mason jar, and the theme was to be vintage, which is my #1 love. And I did so much of it before that I started just drifting off and doing other things. And lately I've been like, you know what, I'm feeling that I need to get back into my vintage. So I had told Nat, I go, let's do vintage. And she was like, okay, because she likes vintage too, so it worked out for us. And this jar was supposed to be altered jar, and then we were supposed to put like goodies, little snacks to put inside the jar. And I switched it up. She doesn't know that, and I didn't care. She breaks the rules every time we do swap. So I decided to go ahead, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and break the rules and do it a little different. So this jar right here is what I created, and this jar, mason jar, let's go ahead and I'm going to do my best to show this. And I apologize that this is being done at night. Normally these I like to do during the day, but I was doing yard work all day with my son, and honestly yeah, I just didn't have the time to do it. So anyways, so I have to do it today because I have to give it to her tomorrow. So all the trim that you see here is all Ooh La La. When I designed for Doreen's store, I did have plenty of leftovers, whether I purchased some of her little tiny kits, and most of it honestly is from when the stuff that she had sent me, leftover pieces. And what better things to use than Ooh La La vintage treasures, vintage stuff on a vintage item. It just went hand in hand. So this jar right here is a mason jar. I went ahead and I vintaged it out. So you'll see that I painted it. I used the parchment paint, and I did 3 coats of it. And then what I did is I just grabbed a knife and I just did this to scrape off different pieces. And then I got some Tim Holtz paint, and then ink. And then I just went ahead and rubbed a little bit because I just wanted it to look very old and worn down. And that's exactly what I did. So you'll see that it's like that all the way around the jar. Okay. So I have this beautiful trim, another one here. I double layered that one. And then, let's go ahead and lift this up. And I used this trim here, another trim here, and this all right here is from Trésors Deluxe when I designed for Lucy's store. This was leftover trim, and I used it all the way around. And then this is also Ooh La La right here, and here, and here. All the trims. Let's just do that. Makes life easier, so I don't have to say it 100 times. So, and then up here on the top part of the jar, you'll see I have these leaves applique pieces. That was also from Trésors. I cut up some of the trim, and this was one of my favorite ones that Lucy sent me. It was gorgeous. So I went ahead and put that on top. The jar does open, so it can be twisted off and taken apart, but it wasn't, I didn't intend for it to be that way, but if she wanted to, she could. But this is the kind that has, it has like a metal crisscross, so that it's intended for you to put flowers and stems and stuff inside of it. I changed it up. I don't think, let's see if you can see if right there, it's, and it was so that I can shove the little flowers and stuff that I got from Michael's. So I went there and I picked out some flowers that I liked, but I'm going to show you the top part after. Then I have some, this is some applique pieces that I had from my own stash. And then there's some more of that leaf stuff, and that's from Trésors. And then I made these flowers, and I just layered them with lace. So I have some lace fabric, and I just free-handed the circles. Making these flowers, you want to freehand them. You don't want them to be perfect, because so that when you do burn the edges, that they just burn all uneven. That's the best look. And that's exactly what I did with all of them. And then I just took some of my glass pearls and then I adhered those inside. Then I used these sprays right here and right there. And then right here is another piece of applique. And then on the side, I grabbed some of the trim and I tied a bow with a couple of the trims. And then I just put a jump ring right there, and I hung a dangle that I made. And then this right here, which is pretty cool, is that it was like, let's see if I can do it. It's a leaf charm that I was able to put on the head pin, and then on the bottom right here, that's right there, I was able to hang a dangle. I thought that was pretty neat, and it was super cool. I love how it came together. And then I have a bead cap, and then I just hung these three with the acrylic little flowers on top, and I wire wrapped those. I wire wrapped all of the beads on there, and then it just says handmade with love. I think that's, and this is from when I was designing with Butterbee scraps, and this also came from one of Monique's goodie bags, this little leaf where you can hang a dangle, and also the bead cap. And I believe these acrylic bead caps also came, did they come from her store? No, those are two different colors I had. But I did use the chain from her store. So from all three stores that I used to design for, I have leftovers, and I still have to give shout outs to them because that's where it came from. So I want to make sure I do that. And then just put a lobster claw here. So if she did want to take it off, which I hope she don't, she could take this off and use it elsewhere. Totally up to her. Okay. I love it. It's so pretty. Okay, now let's see if I can show you the top part. Oops, sorry. Okay, so what I did up here is, these are all the flowers from Michael's. I just cut all the stems and I shoved them in all the way around. These little random pearls I stuck on the leaves. I just stuck some of them random spots. Some flowers have them, some flowers don't. And there's here. And what's crazy is I was gonna get Michael's had some pretty flowers that had the pearls on them. They were $20. Are you insane? I was like, absolutely not. I'm not spending that. That was nuts. So I was like, you know what? I have pearls. I can go ahead and glue those on myself. So I just went ahead and randomly put them on the leaves all the way around. And I absolutely love this color. I don't have anything permanently adhered on here. If in case she wanted to reorganize it or whatever, she could pop them out. And that's how those are. And then on the top is this beautiful flower. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So I put that in the middle, which is a cream color. But that is how the jar looks. I just wanted it to be vintage. I wanted it to be a pretty plant that she could just keep on her desk that won't die. And if she wanted to, she could easily go ahead and take these out and just go ahead and put whatever else she wanted in there, if she, you know, if she chooses to do so. So that's my mason jar. And then let's get to the embellies. Who does not love them some embellies? Okay. So let's go ahead and turn this down actually. Alright. Much better. So I went ahead and decided to alter some of these wooden fences. And these were purchased from Michael's. And, you're not going to be able to quite tell, but that is Martha Stewart's pink paint. And it's the pearl kind that she has. And then I put a cluster of flowers. These are all Wild Orchid Craft flowers. I put little pieces of applique here and here, and they're pink. It's pink. I don't know if you can tell. See the hot light? It's a great light, but sometimes you can't really see the colors. And these right here are the pretty pink daisies. And these, that purple one. And then I have shooting pearls. And then I have these right here are little tiny, let's see. They're like little wired hearts that they bend. And these were gifted to me by Tammy, who is SS Crafter 1. Hi, Tammy. Thank you. So I went ahead and put those in there so that it's ready for her just to pop on a project. I did this second one, all wild orchid. And I popped this really pretty bow, this really pretty acrylic crown. And it also has the little applique pieces right there on both sides the same way. And you can't see it now, but there was a really pretty cream flower applique piece that's underneath it. I swear sometimes when you just start clustering, you all the stuff goes to the bottom, gets hidden. And that was it. I just stuck some shooting pearls underneath. There's 1 and 2, and then I have it the same on this side. And then the pretty flowers. So I love it. These are super cute, and they're ready for her to pop on a project. Good to go, good to go. And the second embellishment that I opted to do was create some more of these for her to have in her stash. Because we were talking and we were like, you know what, we need more fabric flowers. And I'm very low on fabric flowers. I absolutely need to start getting on the ball. And then I just went ahead and did these ones. They're so fun to do. And this one right here, I did add lace in it. So then right here, I love it. I love the burned look of the edges. It's just so beautiful. Now with these right here, these are old school. These were something that we used to do years ago. It was the big thing on YouTube back in the day. So these right here, all you do is freehand cut your petals. Like I have 4 of them that make this flower right here. And you just freehand cut, you know, a couple that are large, a couple that are medium, and a couple that are tiny to go inside. And you're literally just sticking the circle over a flame, and the best way to do it is with a candle. Just light up a candle and then take your tweezers and then just go ahead and hold it and then just start turning it. But you don't want to, you kind of want to have it over the flame like this so that it curls this way. If you do it this way, it's going to curl a different way. You always want it to curl in. So I do is I kind of like the flame, like if the flame is right here, I'm doing it like this, kind of underneath, and I'll just put it over the flame and I'll just keep turning it like this, is how I do that. So these are really easy to do, and this is perfect because you don't have to have no dies. You're literally freehand cutting these, and that's how they turn out the best. So that is my embellishments for Miss Nat for our monthly swap that I absolutely enjoy doing, because what we do is, you know, quick, simple projects to swap with each other. Of course, this mason jar was not as quick because it required more, but I'm okay with that. It was fine. We opted to want to do something different, and this is what we did. So I hope she enjoys what I made her, and I know I'm going to enjoy what she made me, so I'm not even worried about it. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and paying a visit and you know, participating in our videos and watching them, and come back next month for November to see what else we decide to do in December. And we have the whole year next year booked, exactly what we already have it written down. So there won't be no more guessing as to what we're going to do every month. We just wanted to change it up. So that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you had an amazing and blessed weekend, and back to the work week. I'm kind of sad about it, but I'm blessed to have a job. So it is what it is. You guys have an amazing and blessed rest of the week. Bye.